And the last thing we want to get into is like, you're the quarterback of the defense. What is kind of going through your mind, kind of when you get the call, and even in the huddle, when you're talking to the players, and then lining up, your first thought of what you got to look at and all that type thing?
Well, first of all, as I'm getting the signals, in previous years we had the signals. This year we're going to have the microphone.
Before we go, how
we get into that. Hold on.
Yeah, okay.
But, I'm making sure I got to make sure I get the right signal. Right. So that's make sure I'm seeing exactly what he's calling. So from there, getting the call to everybody, and it's difficult where in offense. Unless y'all run in a no huddle situation,
right.
Every guy is mostly in the huddle,
right?
They have to be in a defense. You got guys, you might have a cornerback who doesn't want to
ran a 9 route.
Yeah, he don't want to come all the way to the huddle, so he's maybe out by the numbers, and you got safeties that's doing it. So it's not really 11 guys in the huddle. You might have 7 guys, So I got to say it to them, repeat it again, make sure the corners, everybody got the signal, the
right.
defensive call. From there it's just looking at the formation, making sure all the adjustments are right, and understand what my role and responsibility is within the defense. So
right.
it's a lot of different hats you have to play as a linebacker, especially a middle linebacker, because for some guys they just got their job and only their job. But for me, I got my job and a couple other guys' job to make sure everybody's in the best
right.
where they're supposed to be, so we're this defense will be successful.
And that's what I kind of to me it's unbelievable. The linebacker lining up, getting everybody in their spots. You are literally just like Jason Campbell would be, the quarterback of the defense, and putting everybody where they need to be, making the right calls and that kind of thing. And that right there, man, I can see that's one of the things that put you over top, because not only being able to just, make the call, but be able to communicate it to the other players. Like you said, they scattered around, that kind of thing, and then go out and execute it. So you can make your read, and if you see your part is covered, you right away turn to something else, go help out or something.
Well, not not all the time. When I was younger, I used to do that a lot. But now you got to be careful on taking. You can be. They call that a wildcat. You don't want a wildcat too much. But there are certain times where. Well, I will take some liberties, I call them, and say, okay, I know this is my responsibility, but the quarterback ain't going here with the ball, so I'm gonna go over here. So every now and then I do that.
So you can cheat the defense, but it's good for you when you do it.
It better work. It better work.
It better work.
It better work.